All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday night, our Tuesday night Discover Your Next Chapter. I'm Brandy Rogers, and I'm really excited for you all to be here tonight. I know it's a busy week for most people, so taking some time out of your week, we really appreciate that. And I am super excited to introduce our guest speaker tonight. Her name is Amanda Barrett, and she is a mom of two from Nova Scotia, Canada. So she's a fellow Canadian, and she is the #3 income earner in Canada and $1 million earner. So I am really excited for you to all hear her story tonight. I have had the privilege of meeting Amanda in Vegas and another Canadian function, and actually her and her husband together are so amazing. I love Dave. The training, I will never forget the Road to Success training with the two of you. It was incredible. So guys, hang on to her words because she is pretty awesome. Amanda, feel free to take it away.
Oh, thank you so much, Brandy. Dave was wanting to come on this with me so much. I was like, no, Dave, this isn't training. Like, this is just like an opportunity. You stay downstairs with the kids. He's going to be so angry that he didn't come on. But he loves it. He loves working together with me in this. But it wasn't always like that. So my story actually starts just over 5 years ago. Monate was when it launched in Canada. And at the time I was, I'll kind of tell you the kind of story leading up to Monate, how it came into my life. I was pregnant with our second son, and these are my two babies up there. My youngest just turned 7 yesterday. So they are like my everything, my why I do this. And when I was pregnant for Maddox, we were in the process of moving from Calgary, Alberta, back home to Nova Scotia, where we're from, to be with our family. And, you know, it's really hard to find good career jobs in Nova Scotia. We're a small province and there's not a whole lot of opportunity sometimes. And I had a good job with the government of Alberta. I was working in child protection, and I couldn't get that same job here. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do? My husband worked in the oil field. He had a great job with Shell as a consultant. So he was planning to travel back and forth. But for me, I needed something. So I decided to open a restaurant. So I actually bought a franchise with somebody, with a business partner, an old friend. And it ended up being the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And if you ever heard me talk before, I'm so passionate when I say that because it was so awful. It was really that bad. And I spent over $50,000 of my money getting that up and running. And it was just awful. And, you know, at the time, you know, Maddox was 8 weeks old when we opened. And I was at that restaurant sometimes 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. My oldest was a toddler. My parents, thank God, were, here to help. But I had them in daycare. I also had my husband who was gone a month at a time sometimes. So I was, you know, by myself with the two kids trying to run this business. And also I'm a photographer. So I would try to squish that in whenever I could because it was my passion. So I wanted to do it even though I had no time. So, you know, when Monate was introduced to me and someone was like, here, you got to try this product. It was because I had postpartum hair loss. And, you know, that's a really, really popular reason for new moms to try Monate because it's so amazing what it does for us after having postpartum hair loss. And, you know, I have thin, fine hair, but, you know, it wasn't like this after I had the kids. So I tried it and I was like, okay, wow, this is amazing. But that was it. That was all I thought. I had zero background in sales. So the business opportunity never crossed my mind. But my girlfriend was like, you know what? You need to do this. This is going to be huge. I've never used a product like this. You know, she had like a beauty industry background. So she really knew products a lot better than I did. And you know what? If anybody was too busy to say no to this opportunity, it would have been me at the time. Remember? Running the restaurant 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, a newborn, a toddler. My husband was away in the oil field, traveling back and forth across the country. I was home a month at a time by myself with them. It was a nightmare. But for whatever reason, I just felt like I needed more. I deserved more. I wasn't being fulfilled. I knew that there was something else out there for me that was so much better than this. And so I just said yes. And I believe to this day that you are never too busy to chase your dreams. And that's what I've been doing ever since. It wasn't easy. Like, you know, you can imagine he would come home, he'd want to spend time with me. And between the kids and the restaurant and working money, you know, I'm on my phone because, you know, you can work this business from anywhere. So I'm squeezing it in any chance I had. And, you know, that put a lot of strain on our relationship. He wasn't understanding it. What do you mean you're selling shampoo? Like, he just wasn't supportive at all. So there was a lot of bumps in the road. But I just felt like there was just something telling me, don't stop, don't stop. And about a year and a half in, I retired him from the oil field. I supplemented his oil field income. I brought him home. And since that day, he has worked by my side in this business. You know, we trained together, you know, we spoke at that conference together. You know, people just really could relate to Dave and I. We're very real. We're very down to earth, fun people. And what you see is what you get. And it ended up being a blessing that I had not expected whatsoever. So we're really passionate about this opportunity and sharing it, because we are just your average everyday people. You know, no sales background at all. I had no experience in the beauty industry. I have thin, fine, limp ass hair. Not anymore, but I did. So I had no business, you know, like selling shampoo in my mind. I just never thought that's where I would end up. But Monat just gives you all the tools that you need. And then the support, you know, Aaron, Roxy, our upline team are so incredibly supportive. The culture, the girls that I have met, like Brandy said, you just get to be, you know, welcomed into this community of women who support one another, who just are rooting each other on. And that is very rare, I find, in a woman dominated industry. And that's something that Monat has always given me, was really, really good culture and friendships that I can't imagine where I would be without these people that have come into my life, let alone what it's done for us financially. So, you know, the products first is what wowed me. And then I took a chance on the business. And all I can say is that if anybody, I told you, obviously a friend or someone would have said, you know, hey, come on this opportunity call, just listen, see what it's all about. The one thing I always tell people is that this opportunity is completely risk-free. So at the end of the day, the worst case scenario is that you end up with the best products that you will ever try, that are going to last you a good 4 to 6 months. And that's it. And maybe you'll meet a couple of nice people. There is no risk, you know, like absolutely nothing. So I always tell people, if you're just a little bit curious, then do it. You know, buy the product pack, jump in, meet some people, get connected, especially right now. This is the time to start a home-based business. Our business doubled during, you know, when COVID started. I was terrified going into COVID because I didn't know what was going to happen. This is our only income. But people still wash their hair in a pandemic. People are still washing their face. And more people are shopping from the comfort of their home. So it just makes sense. You know, if you're looking for a side hustle, you know, you want something that is consumable and that people can continuously buy. Shampoo is consumable and people are going to have to be repeat customers. So, you know, this business model just really makes sense for me. And, you know, the support is there. You'll never feel alone. And you know what? It's worth a try. You can only fail if you stop or quit or don't try, but you just never know. Like I always go back to when Amy asked me to do it. Like, what if I would have said no? I was on a plane. I was getting ready to fly to Houston to shoot a wedding at the time. And my husband's like, what does Amy want? I'm like, she wants me to join this company that's coming to Canada, this hair care company. She wants me to, he's like, what? He's like, just do it. Like, seriously, just do it. Well, how much is it? What, $200? Do it. You get some shampoo. You know, you like trying new products, try it, whatever. We got to go. We get on this flight. I trusted my friend. I look back now and I could cry, because if I did not trust her and just take that chance, where would I be today? I can't tell you what this opportunity has done for me. Yeah, it's brought my husband home and you know, given us financial freedom, but how about the time freedom with my family and my children? You know, up until now, I've been able to take them to Florida every single year. every Christmas we drive down to Charleston, hang out with some of my dearest friends. We go to Florida, spend time with my parents a month at a time, because I can work from anywhere now. I have that luxury to build this incredible business from my phone. So, you know, all I can say is just do it. What do you got to lose other than maybe getting some really great hair products and skincare products? But you know what? That's it, you guys. I'm so glad that you jumped on, and I hope you all have a really Merry Christmas, and go back and talk to whoever sent you this link, because you have a golden ticket. Cash it in. Okay. That's it.
Aw, thank you, Amanda. That was awesome. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you did answer the one which I love to always ask at every call, which is if you're sitting on the fence, what would you say to someone? So thank you for that. And I love your story. I love that, you know, everyone here tonight, just so you know, like Amanda said, we're just everyday, normal, real people. You don't need to have the sales background and such. But Amanda, during your journey with Monate, you obviously, a big part of Monate is we are in business for personal growth too. Could you share with everybody, what do you feel, being busy in the beginning and everything, what do you feel was the one habit that you fit into your life that helped make you successful and grow your business?
Definitely being connected to people on my team. You know, when you join, I've heard this before, you join certain MLMs and you kind of just thrown in. You just sign up, you get a kit, and you're there. You're kind of just, you're alone. You really don't know what to do. I think you make sure that you join up with someone who you trust, who you know is going to be there for you 24/7. Like, that's our job. We're here to answer your questions and connect you and support you. There's so many great team pages, and they are so interactive and informative. And I find if you latch on to that culture right away, the sky is the limit, because the camaraderie, like, I really think that is a big part of the success, because I really took to the culture. I'm a people person, and I was seeing what it was doing for other people, and that motivated me, because if she can do it, why can't I? You know, and my best friend didn't try Monate for 2 years. I sent her samples. They sat in her drawer for 2 years. It wasn't until she seen me get a Cadillac that she was like, well, if Amanda can do this, I can do this. She signed up without even trying the product. She's a director now.
That's amazing.
Right?
That's so awesome. Oh, thank you so much for that. And again, thank you for always being you and real. And again, the culture, guys, the culture is such a huge part. I love that you said staying connected, because you're not in this business alone. You'll never feel alone if you decide to take the leap. And like Amanda said, what's the worst that can happen? What's the best that can happen? Guys, having great hair and amazing products is phenomenal. So really, you have nothing to lose. Thanks again, Amanda. I'm going to turn it over to Erin, but before I do, just a reminder, if you are a guest here tonight and you have not yet put your name in, I'm caught up all the way down to Angel. So if you haven't put your name in yet, please feel free to do that. Erin, go ahead.
Hi guys. First off, Amanda, I don't know. I haven't seen you guys enough. You don't pop up on my feed accidentally. And it's terrible. And I saw you did something amazing last month. And I said, wait, how come I haven't been thinking about Amanda and Dave? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right now, when these two walk into a room, we get a bunch of people together, we know they're there. They basically, Dave is entertaining and Amanda's loving on everybody. So it's kind of what happens. And I'm going to ask you guys, this is an interactive part of a conversation here. I'm going to ask everybody, gosh forbid, turn your cameras on. I want to see everybody's face. I want to see as many faces as you guys will let me. And I promise it's just for a minute, because I want to ask a question and see if I can get a response out of you guys. Okay, thanks. I got more getting there. I almost got a page full. Come on, a couple more. Yes, we're filling up page. I got more than a page full now. Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. Okay, and this has been a tough year. Everybody knows that. Who knows somebody that has been negatively impacted financially and put in hardship this year because of the changes with the pandemic and the way the work's happening. And who knows somebody that's been impacted? Anybody raise your hand? If you know somebody who's had a negative impact in the pandemic. I'm seeing lots of hands. I'm looking. Okay, this has been a really tough year, folks. And you can go back and hide in your in your gray screen or whatever you've got there if you want to turn off your video. But this has been a super tough year for everybody for so many reasons. There has never been a situation like this where collectively we have been so uncertain about how we're going to provide for our families, and our friends have been so uncertain. I mean, these days I will go out to eat and I will tip 50% every time, because I just feel like people working there are working so hard and have been impacted so much that I'm trying to do everything I can to help them. One of the things that I do every single day when I wake up in the morning is remember the reason why I've gotten out of bed, and it's to help people. That is 100% the reason someone asked you to come on this call. It is because they cared enough about you to say, I'd like you to hear something, and I'd like you to perhaps make an impact in your life. And it's all up to you. You don't have to decide anything. You can have great hair, great skin, great insides from out with the wellness products now, or maybe make some money and help have a more predictable future for your family. Because the reality is, we are a safe product. We are essential. People need this. They want it safely to deliver to their homes, and they want to make an impact. Now, how am I in this position? A lot of you already know me. My wife started this company when it was before it had a website, before anybody had any products, just an idea and a dream, and she wanted to be able to pay a bill. And she was struggling. We were struggling financially because we had some financial downturns and surprises in my career, and we had way too many kids and way too many mouths to feed to be in a situation like that. So it became very hard. She just wanted something, and I think more than that, she didn't even know what she wanted something this company was going to give her. This company was going to give her like her own voice. It's going to find the best version of my wife that there could be. And it was going to amplify it. And she was going to learn so much, because not only the culture and what you're doing every day when you wake up, it's not to try to say, hey, I want to make money off my friend today. It's to say, I want to help impact somebody's lives. I want to make a difference in somebody's life today. And it's a dream she had, and it's kind of what she did and why she did this. And so she was really successful at it. She had thousands of people that she loved on all the time. She had passed away in March, and I got such an outpouring of love and support from everybody in Monate, everybody she connected with, that just described somebody who spent all day long caring about other people. And that's not a bad way to be remembered. She retired me from corporate America, and I came to work and basically love on her as my full-time job, and support the business as best I can. So when she passed, it became obvious that is a much better life than me just going and working on another app or making the internet a little bit better for somebody or whatever. It wasn't, I was kind of in technology, but it wasn't something that satisfied me in here. And I've learned this year more than ever, this is where I've got to work on me, is I want it all to come inside. And I'm a changed person. I definitely care more about people than I've ever cared about people in my life, and I want to see the best for them. Today I got something in the mail. It was a gift from my upline, which is Mandy, and she sent me this booklet. And then I spent about an hour and a half crying and reading it today. But there are 2 people in this booklet. There's probably 3 people that I can think of on this phone that are in this booklet, maybe more. But they were basically writing testimonies to Roxy. And one of them was Amanda's. And she's in here with her husband with some pictures. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, there we are in Miami, Roxy and I.
I know. I love all those, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that I don't know how in my life I would have ever connected with so many people through the heart. You know what I mean? This business has given me the opportunity to step right into where Roxy had already been working with these people. And she put me in the right frame of mind to think about this. And I just spend my day figuring out how to change people's lives. And it's however it is. You know, I know the person who have had some really serious skin conditions, and they've been to doctors, and they started using the skincare, and you see a complete transformation within a few months, and it actually just works. And it's what they needed. Now, it's not, you know, there's a lot of, by the way, there's a lot of science behind our products because they want to make sure not only are they naturally based, they also are effective. So we've got a science advisory board and some real innovators trying to figure out how to find the stuff in nature that's really going to make an impact. So when you talk about postpartum depression, Amanda, I know you woke up every day miserable to look at yourself in the mirror. I know people feel that so much, and it destroys the person that you are. You know, and it's, you know, people say, well, it's just whatever, right? But it's a real thing. You want to feel like you look like the best version of yourself. And so the hair care and skin care do that. And then the wellness that we introduced has really changed the insides of me to where I've never missed a day. And I've done the wellness stuff for years, like 3 days. Oh, this is terrible. No impact. This stuff within the first 3 days, I said, wow, I feel different. Then the next 3 days, the next month, and then it just continues, and it just makes me feel better inside. And, you know, it takes me a lot of work to look as good as I do on the outside, everybody. But I feel great about me, and I feel great about the inside these days. And at the end of the day, for me, it's finding the best way that I can help other people. And I could go through more of this book. Everybody would cry. I would cry worse. Brandy, you're like on the second page of this book. And it's one of those things, I'll just read what she wrote a little bit because she's got a lot on there. Sorry, Brandy. I'll show you pictures too. And there's some other friends on the phone. So there's Brandy and Roxy and Monty Lee is on there, I think. And it's one of the things that it says is people come and go, but once in a while you meet someone who is supposed to be in your life and your heart goes. Sorry. Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you. You found a member of your tribe. And I'm going to tell you right now, this happened so much in Monat. When I worked for Motorola, 21 years with Motorola, I knew all the senior leaders. I knew the executives of the company. And when they started losing money, I was one of the first to go, and not one of them was in my corner. I met the people that I did when I took a new job up in Canada. And within 5 minutes of a phone call, I knew that I was in a place where those people cared about me. I should have known them my whole life. I felt bad that I didn't meet them earlier in my life. And that is exactly the same thing that happened when they started Monat. They created a culture like that. The senior people who lead this company have set out to change people's lives. And that's what they want to do. They came from nothing in Venezuela, and Senior Louis became the top Tupperware salesman in Venezuela. And then when he started this company, decided, I'm going to make the most competitive comp plan. I'm going to pay 50% of the revenue back to the market partners. I'm going to give them incredible bonuses. This month alone, they have said, we are going to thank everybody so much for this hard year that they've had. And when we say a hard year, Monate has done great. My personal business has tripled this year. Many people's have grown because people needed to provide something for their family, and we're here to help. And so Monate has grown quite a bit, and the message is always the same. December, they are giving back to the market partners an enormous amount. I don't even know how to tell you guys. It's like crazy. And I'm not suggesting you can join today and earn some crazy bonus, but the bonuses are there. And I'm going to tell you right now, the senior leaders of the company said, we are setting December up to be an amazing January. So if we've shocked Monate people, we're going to really floor you when January comes. So they easily spent $10 million plus on bonuses in December. I can't imagine what's going to happen in the next year. I know they wanted to roll out 5 new countries. We're only in 5 countries, by the way, people. If you look at it and say, oh, but there's so many people in Monate. Yeah, there's 300,000 market partners, I believe. And there's about 2.5 million VIPs. And in North America, there's over 380 million people. So the numbers I just gave you is less than 1% of the population in North America. Less than 1%. We're in 5 countries. Their name is Monate Global for a reason. They will be global. They wanted to be in 5 more countries this year. COVID, it's a little tough to do a product launch when places are shut down. So they kind of held off the plans. They are itching to get them in place and start rolling again. And our expansion will continue. And when it does, there'll be more opportunities to earn incredible futures for your family. So I think Amanda and Brandy, you both said it amazing, that there is 0 risk to saying yes. The only risk you have is honestly trying to talk yourself out of it. You guys will do amazing things. You've got a leadership team here and everybody on the call that supports you. My entire job is to reach down to anybody in the company, and I'm going to try to make you successful. If you want to be successful, I promise you, I will do everything I can to try to make you successful. And that's what you see in the leaders on this call as well. Okay, so I always try to tie it back to what the horrible year that we've had and deciding a decision for yourself. And the reason we call it Discover Your Next Chapter, because really it's about figuring out how to control the next chapter of your life. It's people, a government, a business, a boss, a virus is telling us how to live our lives right now. And that's okay, because we're telling you can put it back in your own hands. And we've got a simple system that can help you guys enable that. So that's where I'm going to end it. Whatever decision you make a great one for yourself and discover your next chapter and control the destiny of your family. Back to you, Brandy.
Thanks, Aaron. So everyone here, if you are a guest tonight, please go back to the market partner that invited you here. Ask them questions about our product, about our hair care, skin care. If you haven't tried it, guys, I joined the business just like Amanda, never trying the product, jumped in and was like, okay, I'll jump in and do this. So it really, you have nothing to lose, like everyone keeps saying here, but ask all the questions you need. And just to let everybody know, for the rest of December, we have a booster kit. Okay, so if you join with a product pack, you will receive 3 products for the essentials pack and then 4 products for the other packs. So make sure you talk to your market partner. They'll send you photos of what extra products you will receive. Our company doesn't do that often anymore. So it's really a great perk. And it's December, so you get to add that to your taxes as a write-off because you've started a business. So you're investing in yourself. If you are a guest here this evening and you have not yet put your name in the draw, please do so now. Lori, are you a guest? Lori Corso? I just want to make sure.
Yes.
And Aaron, okay, perfect, thank you. And Erin, that quote that you read out, I think I shared this after Roxy passed. That was a quote that Roxy sent me 2 days after we met on the phone. So I went back to my chat from 2015, all the way back. I was just reminiscing, and I went all the way back to the very beginning of our chats in Facebook. And she had sent that to me 2 days after we knew each other. So it was one of those things I was like, wow, that's pretty incredible coming from her. And then, you know, it's just so true all around in our company. Thanks for saying that. I hope that means something to other people, because it really is a great quote. Okay, I think we have everybody here tonight. We are giving away 2 prizes. We are giving away a Frizz Fix and the Unknot Detangler. The detangler smells amazing, and it really is. It has fiber rescue in it as well, which is really, really good. All right. Let's get some draws going here. All right, we have Teresa L. Congratulations, Teresa. You won yourself a Frizz Fix. If you could let your market partner know your address, and they will pass it on. Okay, just gonna shuffle a couple times here. And this is for the Unknot Detangler. All right. And we have Janine L. Congratulations, everyone. Janine L, Unknot Detangler. Okay, thank you everybody for taking time out in your evening. Thank you again, Amanda. Love hearing your story, love seeing your beautiful face. Thank you so much, Erin. Thank you. And that's it, guys. Have a wonderful Christmas, and we will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, everybody.
Merry Christmas.